Welcome to today's video insight. This is the next part of the How Does Thinking Work sub-series. And today I want to talk about our mental representations. So a big insight is that we are dealing with representations and mental objects. We don't deal with reality itself directly. The only thing we experience directly is the quality of our experience. But with everything else, our mind mixes in. So, and our mind, it represents things for us in a black and white manner. But it's concluding. It's always concluding. I said in a previous video that seeing overlaps with concluding. So in order for our mind to make things visible to us, it gives us black and white. It concludes gray into black and white and it delivers us as a conclusion. And the same thing happens with our representations and mental objects. So if we think about stuff, everything we think about, we use mental objects to think. So we make out of a person, for example, a mental object. And then this object represents the person. So we deal with representations. Also our visions and goals are representations of something, of a certain context we want to have in the world. But do you see how limited this is, and that we can work with it, and we need to hone our representations and our goals. So yeah, and then it's very important to stay open to it can be very helpful to think, to talk like that to ourselves, yeah, like, for example, our brain jumps to a conclusion about another person. It says, he's an introvert. But just saying, oh, that person seems to be an introvert in some situations, that opens your mind up to see more. You know, it concluded, it made a certain representation, it made it black and white, but by being open, by honing the representation, it opens you up to if you don't conclude it, if you open up the conclusion again and say, it seems a certain way, let's see. So then our mental objects get more accurate, and our thinking gets more accurate, and has a better overlap with reality. Also, another question would be, what even is an introvert? Do you see that it triggers something? You have a representation in your mind what an introvert is. Maybe for some people just an image of a nerd, a guy with glasses who isn't very fit, or I don't know how people represent nerds. But I don't know, nerd would be someone who is very focused on a certain subject probably, and has his or her strength in, I don't know, computers or stuff, and then isn't very good reading social cues because they haven't focused there. But people probably represent nerds with a certain physical image then, and they probably put introverts, they associate introverts with nerds because extroverts probably have more, they are more focused on the social world. So yeah, but that's the question, what is an introvert even? Do they have different brain chemistry, and they recharge when they are alone, so certain chemicals get released when they are alone, and it may be a little bit more stressful if they are in a social setting, so there are different, it's probably different brain chemistry, or I don't know exactly, but you see, if we try to think about stuff and to hone our representation, you will see more and more, you may make distinctions, and that's very helpful for the overall understanding of the situation. So yeah, I said also in a previous video, we deal with a reality construct, and this honing and being open and seeing what our mind does for us, that it turns gray into black and white constantly. That really helps to get things more accurate and to think about things in a more accurate way, and to spot stuff also, opportunity, and also have more distinctions. And yeah, that's the important, valuable stuff we saw in the last video. We want to get more distinctions about what's true and important regarding a certain bottleneck or subject. So yeah, that was today's video insight. You deal with mental representations and you want to hone your representations of your mental objects, or you deal with mental objects and these are representations of contextual things in the world. So, and yeah, to get more clarity about what you're dealing with and to think more precise about stuff, you want to stay open to some degree. You want to have the sense, okay, things seem a certain way to me, maybe there's more to it. So you can work with, oh, he seems like an introvert, so maybe if you make decisions, it's not the best to put him in a situation where he's forced to be very extroverted, but you can leave that open. Maybe in some context it seems he's, you know what I mean? If you conclude, okay, he's introvert, you can't use him as an extroverted person or where an extrovert would be needed. You limit yourself arbitrarily, and that's the point of the video. That was today's video insight. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.